My dear community, welcome to my channel. My name is Wei-Jen and I help people to attract the lifestyle and the love they desire to have by expanding awareness, self-love, and energy vibration. Today's video is going to be very special because it's not going to be long and the topic, well, hold on one second. I want to start this video by asking a question. I want to know what are the tips and the ways that you would implement while to calm yourself and then to find your centers back during the during the long, busy, overwhelming day. Because I do have those days and then I want to share my tips with you guys. Well, first, I want to share with you is the first tip that I would do is that when I know that I'm about to have a long day, I usually will wake up 15 minutes earlier on that day. Because when I wake up 15 minutes earlier, it gives my body a signal and a sense of, confidence and secure that I'm going to start my day early and then I will feel less anxious about it. So that's my first tip number one. Now, tip number two, if I'm already in the middle of the overwhelming long day, I will use, the moment when I'm washing my hands, in the bathroom, and I would take a moment, pause, and then I will look in myself into the mirror. And then during that moment, I will do a couple breathing exercise. So this is tip number two is breathing exercise. And I will just redirect those focus and attention back to my breath and then really observe and then also feel those breaths coming in and out within me. And it doesn't have to be long. It can be just, a couple breaths, like, 5 breaths in and out. And when I really observing those breaths, I would also deliberately, intentionally longer those breaths. And then when I do that exercise a couple times, I will eventually put both my hands on my chest. And then, after a couple breaths, eventually I will move on to the next tip number 3, which is what I call affirmation. And I would do this, you can do this either eyes closed or look yourself into the mirror and said, I am good enough. I am lovable. I am likable. I am loving. I am authentic. I am that I am. And I am safe. When you do a couple times affirmation, your body will start to receive all these signals because words matter. And then that will help your body and it also will calm your nervous system. So that is the exercise that I would do. Now, during the middle of the overwhelming day, even better, if you can grab 10 to 15 minutes, do meditation, that's even better because meditation really helps us to ground ourselves and then to perceive things, our internal world without much judgment. So that's also another wonderful way to implement when you are very busy. I usually, when I feel there's a sense of urgency and hurry, that is usually the signal that tells me that I definitely need to spend longer than what I think I can to do some meditation. This is very interesting. I noticed that many of us, including me myself, we grew up and we were taught that if we want to get a great grade, good grade, we have to study really hard. If we want to go to a great school, we have to study hard. And then after that, if we want to get a good job, we have to work really hard. If we want to get well paid, we have to work long hours, work really hard. And in the dating world, if we want to get that perfect catch, that great catch, we have to put our best self out there and we have to have this perfect resume. We have to have perfect, body shapes, things like that. And this particularly happened a lot, and it's very common in major city. I used to live in New York City, and then I moved to San Francisco, and I was always a big city girl. And so I used to, tend to narrow focus on that outcome that I want the outcome to be the way that I want. And I, pay less attention on the process, on the things that I've learned during the process, the mistakes that I learned from the process. So that way, I could prevent similar mistakes in the future. And so I feel we're living in a society and environment, especially big major cities, big cities. Everything is always, quick, hurry, fast, right? But we rarely pay attention to our inner world, our center, the energetic center. And particularly, if you know my background, I grew up in an alcoholic familyhood. I was very codependent. I was caretaker. I had to take care of both my mom and my dad. So a lot of energy and attention is going out to take care of other people, but really less about me. And so that is something that I wasn't really aware. And then now, today, using all these tips, the affirmation, meditation, and breathing exercise, and even take the action by get up 15 minutes earlier. Those are the tools that really helpful to, check in with myself at least, asking myself, like, how am I feeling right now? What do I need? What can I do to take care of my needs and myself as well? So that is a tip that I want to share with you guys. And if you're in the middle of this overwhelming long day, I want to thank you so much for pause and then spending your moment, your break, watching my video. And I hope these videos, the tools will help you during the middle of the long day. If you like my video, feel free to like my video, and then also leave a comment. I would love to hear your tips. How do you calm yourself and find your centers back during the busy day? Now, if you also want to dive into a deeper transformation journey, personal transformation journey, also feel free to, book a 30 minutes free discovery call with me to find out whether or not, talking with me is a right fit for you, that I can help you in any ways that I can. Thank you so much, and I wish you have a fabulous day.